Good morning, everybody. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. How is everybody doing? Is everybody having a beautiful Sunday? I for sure am. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh. So, I'm gonna play some video games today, but first and foremost, you know what? Let's hit record as well. I should remember to record my streams. I'm really bad at this. Like, remembering to push all the right buttons and everything. Maybe I should build a checklist. Anyway, talking about brain chemistry. We played our first session of Earthborn Rangers yesterday. Right, if you don't know what Earthborn Rangers is, please check it out. It's okay, there's gonna be a lot of words in this now, so hold on to that. Earthborn Rangers is an open world living card game with deck builder mechanics and some awesome narratives that has been fully sustainably produced and is in its second printing right now. So technically it's a board game, right? It's a board and or card game. There's literally no board, I realized yesterday. So technically I would say it's a card game. I discovered that game a while ago through the internet, I guess. I'm sorry, after it was on Kickstarter. And there was a late pledge. And a friend of mine and me, we pledged the game or bought the reprint. And it arrived at their place a couple of days ago. Mine is still in shipping, so I haven't received mine yet. But we've decided to sync up to have a first go at the game. And they came over at 2 p.m. in the afternoon and they left at around 9 p.m. So that was a lot of time. Sorry, that was around 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. Sorry, got a little confused there. And we played both the prologue, that's intended to be a tutorial, so to speak, and the first day of the first mission. And, well, the mechanics are awesome. It's a great game for what it does. So first foremost, it has some great character creation mechanics that I didn't expect. So basically you're building your deck, and by building your deck you're basically creating a distinct character, as every player is playing a ranger in this Earthborn Rangers setting. It's the game is set in a distinct future that is supposed to be a solar punk alternative of probably our world, right? There was a point in history where things were forked and people decided, well, we can't go on like this. And then a person came along and said, well, we got to turn things around. We got to live more sustainably. We got to live more in tune with nature. And somehow humanity turned this around and is living their best lives now. That's just a very short description of what solar punk is, or what solar punk is in that setting. If you're interested in solar punk as a genre and what it entails and why it's so interesting, especially in these days, let me know. It definitely is. There's a couple of games, books, both video games and TTRPG games that I could suggest if you're interested in that. So yeah, let me know. It's definitely super interesting. So you have these character creation mechanics. You build your deck and then you start your game. There's two problems with this game. The prologue is it doesn't help very much grasping the mechanics if you already have an understanding of how board games or trading card games or living card games are supposed to work, because it ignores some functionalities and some mechanics. And if you've already watched some tutorials, this is super confusing. This is honestly, we spent like 2.5 hours net time just arguing why the tutorial. I'm so sorry. I have something in my throat and it's bothering me a bit. Give me a second here. We spent 2.5 hours of that prologue discussing why the prologue was handling things differently than the normal rules, and we didn't understand it. It was like, is it our misunderstanding of the rules as intended or rules as written, or what is happening, or is it just the prologue handling things differently? So that was super confusing. Also, the main rule book isn't. This is like a major gripe with all modern board games at this point. The rulebook isn't very well structured. I'm not going to use superlatives. It just isn't very well structured. Everything that you need is in the rulebook, but it's not where I would have expected it to be. There are some key mechanics. There are some key functionalities that I would have liked the game to put, the rulebook to put front and center and just explain them once, in order to, instead of hiding them somewhere on page 26 under other mechanics or whatever, because that was very confusing for us. We didn't understand the main gameplay loop. We didn't know whether we could skip parts or had to skip parts of the main gameplay loop, how it was intended. And then there's some the game uses terminologies that sound very much alike but mean very much different things. So there's a mechanic for the Rangers to rest, and there's a mechanic for the Rangers to refresh, and they both mean different things. Rest is basically ending your turn, and refresh is ending your day. Yada yada yada. It's all very confusing. So it was a very, up to a certain extent, stressful experience because of all the arguing and research going on before we fully understand how the game worked. Nonetheless, all of us agreed that at its core, it is an amazing game. So what Earthborn Rangers does and how it's supposed to be played, I think, is absolutely amazing. I think it provides a very, very interesting way of bringing narrative play to a table that's not accustomed to narrative play, which is exciting. I love that. Especially since it's not a board game, but it does that in utilizing card mechanics as a deck builder, and by interacting then with the environment, you kind of build a narrative. The game could have been a little bit clearer on how the mechanics enable the narrative. I think that would have been nice, because at some point it was very unclear what we were supposed to do and how we were supposed to interact with the environment and certain cards. But once you've done that a couple of times, it kind of clears up and you get an understanding, oh, this is what the game expects me to do and how this game expects me to interact with the game world and the other cards, and then out of that evolves a kind of story, sort of, right? That then leads into you actually having fun with the game. Overall, this is a group of rangers, a group of people. It's a cooperative game. People experiencing an adventure, pretty much like a TTRPG if you want to, but very much guided by the cards and the card mechanics. It looks gorgeous. The artwork is amazing. Unfortunately, none of us ordered the playmats that were coming with the game. So that's something that, in hindsight, would have been really cool. I thought they were neglectable, but after playing it the first time, I think the playmats really add something to the table. So if you're thinking about ordering it, definitely go with the playmats. Absolutely. There are some DIY, print them out yourself versions of the playmats out there. There's also, of course, some third party, I'm going to just kind of call them. There's some third party playmats on Etsy. I don't know if that's just real artists providing playmats. At this point, I don't trust Etsy anymore. I don't think there are any real artists on Etsy anymore. It's just shipped AI slop that's been slapped on a product. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend unless you're very, very sure that that's an actual artist who's worth the money that they're taking from you. But there are products out there since the original playmats are currently out of print, unfortunately. But we're definitely going to have a look at Earthborn Rangers in the future. It's definitely going to become a household, a staple household in our bubble. It plays with up to 4 players, which is usually not enough for our group because we're usually 5 people playing board games. And it also is set up to support long-term campaigns. So it's not supporting quick little one-shots. It's not one-shots. It's not a game that you sit down and play for 4 hours over one weekend and then put it aside and play it again in 3 to 4 to 5, 6 weeks. It's supposed to be played continuously with the same group of people, which I think as a grown-up might be the biggest drawback for this game, right? Getting a consistent group at the table that wants to play Earthborn Rangers and has the time is basically like committing to another round of tabletop role-playing game at this point. So not too sure how this is gonna pan out, but we're definitely excited. We're definitely gonna play it. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna invest some more time into collecting my thoughts about this. I don't know whether there's any supplement materials out there, FAQs, cheat sheets. Honestly, the way board games currently handle their rules, I mean, there's so many videos on Earthborn Rangers and how to play them on YouTube, but they could still do a better job. And I'm kind of, I get it. This is like a subset of your game design, right? But if you would get this right, I think the experience would be much less frustrating for players. So I don't know, maybe we should add courses to game design about how to do tutorials, how to write rule books. I assume they exist, they're out there, but if they are, then why are rule books still so badly written at this point? If anybody can answer this question, please let me know. I'd be super interested to find out why the hell this is such a problem. Anyways, I don't presume this is going to be a very busy day, but I wanted to play some video games today. And I've been playing Cassette Beasts for... where is Cassette Beasts? Why aren't you there? Where is my video? Give me a second here. There it is. Look at that. That worked quite well. So I've been playing Cassette Beasts for the last 20 hours or so. And I wanted to continue it. So I thought I'd just throw it on stream and see what happens. So what is Cassette Beasts? It's a retro style indie game as far as you can see. This is my character. I've played for 4 hours since I think 2 or 3 days ago. And this is basically a creature collector. So we are this character. Oh, this music is amazing. So we're this character, and thinking of moving the profile picture to the right, to the left. Let's see how that goes. We are this character that we get to create, and we land at some point in this weird little world. We're basically washed up on this beach, and one day we're at home, next day, boom, wake up in our pajamas on this beach. And this girl comes up to us, Kaylee, and says, "Hey, you're a new arrival. Welcome to New World." We're like, "Well, what's New World?" And she says, "Well, that's the place you're in now. Welcome. We haven't found a place, a way to leave. This is your life now." And she gives us a quick intro into that world and tells us that, yeah, well, this world is full of monsters. And in order to survive, you're going to have to fight them because they're going to attack you. And in order to survive and fight against these monsters, you're going to need a Walkman. And you're going to use this Walkman to record monsters. As you can see here, right, you can use tapes to record monsters. And then once you've recorded them, you can transform into them. Creature collector, right? Same thing. You're just not catching the monsties. You're technically... just give me a second. I think I'm really gonna move the camera to the right. Give me a sec. Can I do that? It's not so much better, honestly. No, I'm just gonna leave it there. So, you can record monsters, and once you've recorded them on a tape, you can transform into them. And then you can use these forms to combat other monsters, record more of them, and basically become better. I mean, okay, this is now a little bit silly because this is a level 1 traffic crab, as you can see. But, well, technically the rest of the game is not that different from any other Pokemon creature collector game, right? You defeat monsters, you level up, you gain resources, and with those resources, you can buy stuff and get better at what you're doing. Right now, we're in a situation where we've uncovered a little bit of this world. This is Harbor Town Beach. This is one of the locations, apparently. And what we've uncovered so far is... and please, can you take note of the quest titles this game is using? And please tell me that you're appreciating that as much as I do. This is peak 80s. I love it a lot. I think this only applies to side quests and main quests, but the fact that every one of these titles is notably a song from the 80s is very much appreciated. The soundtrack is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, what we found out so far is there are so-called archangels. They're like bigger, more dangerous monsters, and we encountered one of them called Morgante, and she told us that she would find a way out of here for us. And in order to do that, we need to locate other archangels to complete her song and then follow the clues it contains to find our way home. Honestly, that sounds like a trap to me. I don't think this is gonna pan out the way we think this is gonna pan out. Right now, this game is giving me serious Lost vibes. Maybe because we've just watched Lost a couple of weeks ago, but honestly, the whole situation of people washing up on a shore with no memory of how they got there and not being able to leave. First thing I thought was, well, they're dead, right? These are dead people. They're in limbo. They're in hell. They're somewhere, but they're not alive. Let's be honest, right? And the fact that these big creatures that we're encountering are called archangels. I mean, if this wasn't afterlife, why would there be archangels, right? So, yeah, I am assuming very much that we're dead right now. The gameplay loop is pretty similar to what you would encounter in a Pokemon game, right? You can see here, there's two types of encounters on the map. There's monsters that are wild, which you can combat and then catch. Oh, there's a Macabre. You can see the Macabre has an exclamation mark right next to its name, which points out the fact that we haven't caught it yet. So, let me just quickly see what we can do here. We're going to switch to the Wultergeist, which is a cute little sheep type creature, sheep ghost type creature. And then kick their asses. I'm going to try and record. No, give me a second. We're going to go back. No, that's fine. I want to try and record the Macabre because I don't have it yet. So that would be super cool. So let's see. Of course, there's different kinds of tapes. So there's a basic tape with a normal efficiency rate, but we're going to use a chrome tape in order to increase the probability of recording. Oh, that was nice. Nice and easy. There we go. I think we also had a rumor in regards to catching the Macabre. The macabre cannot see, but instead has the ability to taste the air around it for potential prey. It prefers to do so from a higher vantage point and will often find a rock or animal skull to perch whilst hunting. We still have to defeat it after recording this because, of course, we're not catching the monster. Technically, we're just recording it on a tape. And then we still have to defeat it. Quest updated. On the hunt. You've recorded Macabre, a fanged creature perched on a skull, often spotted in the park. Return to Hoy Lake to show it to him. So this is one type of encounter. You can battle the wild creatures and capture them, Pokemon style. The creatures that you have then recorded on tape. You can actually you can modify the tapes with stickers. Basically, stickers are abilities. So every monster has a set of ability slots, or every tape has a set of ability slots, and you can put stickers on them. So for example, I could rename or remove a sticker, right? Peel it off, put it back into my inventory, or I could replace it with another sticker, and by that, well, adjust the abilities that my little monster form has. I can also move them back into my inventory, so I can put it in storage at any time, which is nice. I could swap tapes, but I can't move them from inventory back into basically my party unless I was at a camping spot, like here, you know. There's also to do it, just press to open your map, then move your cursor to one of the squares that can be traveled to and press A. You can also fast travel to escape a battle. You're too slow to flee. You'll have to abandon some items to get away quickly, but it might just save your life. So you can fast travel to the Gramophone Cafe right now and just get back to the city. You can also travel to the Ranger Outpost, which is pretty dope. Rangers are basically, they're the professional monster hunters of this world, apparently. So we have just become an apprentice ranger like 5 minutes ago. And of course, our mission is now, let me just quickly show you, to become a real ranger. And in order to do that, surprise, we will have to find the ranger captains that are stationed in and around Harbor Town, 12 of them apparently, and complete their missions, which I assume will be fighting missions. I don't know if it's as straightforward as Pokemon. I just have to fight them in a duel, and then I get a stamp on my stamp card. But I assume that once I've completed my stamp card, I will then become a full-fledged ranger. And in addition to that, there are some other main quest objectives that I can complete along the way. Felix wanted me to visit him in West Harbor Town. I haven't unlocked West Harbor Town yet because it's hard to get there on the map. There's apparently vampire landkeepers, like landlords, evil landlords that we can encounter throughout the world and defeat, which I think is a good thing. So there's a couple of side quests going on right now in this game. Oilake's looking for a fang creature perched in a skull. Yeah, we found one. We already did that. I want to... Okay. So, of course, you can also battle people you've encountering around the world. This is the same, exact same encounter mechanic that you have in Pokemon. Once you walk past one person, you automatically trigger their encounter and basically are forced to fight them. Since mostly there's always two of you, your player character and one companion, it usually is pretty easy. But, you know, let's see how this goes. I'm going to switch out these two elemental type monsters for a poison and an astral type monster, because the Stardigrade is an astral type monster, and it very much benefits from fighting elemental type monsters like air, fire, water, and such, right? And by using, this is again the same, by using the right element against a monster, you can ensure that you're having an upper hand in the combat, right? I like the fact that most of these so-called elements are a little different from what you would normally expect. Of course, you have fire, water. How can we get there? Oh no, we already went there. We already unlocked that. So you of course had fire, water, earth, ice, like classic elements. But then you also have elements like plastic. Oh shit. I didn't see those running after me. Plastic, metal, poison. And they interact with each other in very interesting ways. So let me give you an example. Dominoth is an air element type monster. And if I attack it with my Inflame attack from Spitfire, this is gonna do two things. It's gonna cause damage, but it's also gonna cause an updraft, which is creating an elemental air wall in front of it. So I did some damage, but unfortunately I also created a wall in front of the monster that is preventing me from now attacking it. If I were to attack it now, again, doesn't matter. I could just use zoomies, for example. I would just be attacking the elemental wall and removing one stack of the elemental wall from there. See, kind of sucks. So technically, I should take care to not attack air element type monsters with fire, because that's going to cause this updraft effect. And there's dozens of others. That didn't do any damage, man. I realized yesterday, if you're attacking plastic monsters with fire, they're going to melt. And instead of having plastic type, they're then going to become a poison type monster. Or if you're attacking ice type monsters with fire type, then Did I catch that already? I don't remember. If you're attacking ice-type monsters with a fire-type monster, then they're going to become a water-type because technically they're going to melt. So, are you running away, buddy? Whoa! You ran away! That's not nice. I actually wanted to defeat you. What are you? Are you going to attack me? That sucked. And there's all kinds of little intricacies that I found very interesting. These are very low levels, so I don't think they're going to be challenge. But I want to try and catch the characters with parry stance. Reflect damage from the next melee attack they receive back onto the attacker. Oh, that's kind of cool. Good thing nobody was doing any melee attacks, right? You can see, what you can also see is it's not just the characters leveling up, which is the main like a main thing, but the monsters as well. You can't see it on Spitfire, but Nevermort, for example. Just gonna swap the tape here. So Nevermort here is currently at 4 stars. Once he reaches 5 stars, which is that little blue bar underneath the stars and the name, he basically is going to evolve to his next evolution state, right? The same, that already has happened once to Woltergeist and I think Decibel. But the same applies to Elfless and Macabre. They're gaining some experience points while in the backlog, so to speak, right? But I am not sure whether they're gaining more experience points when they're active. Spitfire is also the first evolution of a doggo type monster that I've already recorded. Pom Pom or something like that. So that has already evolved. And I'm not sure. No, I haven't caught the puppercut yet. So let's try and catch the puppercut. We're going to hit record with a chrome tape. Use it on the puppercut. And then I'm just going to make sure that I'm not getting attacked by the puppercut while I'm recording it. Oh, shit. Why did the recording fail? Come on. Let's try this again. %38 chance. Recording. Here we go. And that also answers my questions that I had from yesterday. Can I record monsters when I don't have an empty tape in my party? And it looks like I can, so this is good stuff. The puppercut is an aspiring boxer. Although they are born with an iron coating over various parts of their bodies, this outer layer is prone to rust. The rusty layer sheds as they mature to their adult form. Cool. Here you go. Tape storage. When your party is full, tapes you record are put in a special storage compartment in your backpack. These tapes can be accessed and moved to from your party when you're sat at a campfire or in a cafe. Tapes in storage that you don't want anymore can be recycled for resources and stickers. Cool. That was very effective. I very much appreciated that. By the way, if you need to heal a monster or a monster form, just go to your inventory and use one of these very trusty rewinds. Is this a pencil? Damn right it's a pencil. Love it. Yeah, this game has... I think the people who built this game have put a lot of love into it. My husband and I have been stuck here since 2160. 2160 is... Oh, there's a musketeer. I haven't met one of those in the wild yet. I would very much love to catch one of those. But for now, we're just fighting them. Ah, shit, I can't do a pustule bomb yet, but I can... I love the musketeer. I want this monster so badly. You fired me. That's insane. Why would you do that? Let's go. I gotta switch to... Thank you very much, Kaylee. Thank you for saving me. I think Nevermore was not a good match for these two. I should have switched to Spitfire and do some fire damage. Nobody here seems to know about the 3 sea... Fuck off. Really? The 3 seashells? I was a little confused. So people seem to be arriving here from other times? Like from the future? Doesn't seem like people only arrive here from our times. Oh man, how do I get there? Apparently, can I climb the hill to the side? So there's a lot of traversal happening. There's a little bit of traversal and platforming happening in this game. Oh shit, I didn't see that guy. You landkeepers will do anything for the people of New World, but get off their backs. Okay. Oh, okay. No. I'm level 18, so that's fine. We're gonna switch to Spitfire. Transform. And then, let's see. I don't know. Let's use Elfless. Leeched characters take damage at the end of their turn. Opponents are healed by the amount of health taken. Man, that is just not nice, Dandelion. Let's see. Let's use Snow Rush. So he's burning. That's good. So you can definitely burn plant type creatures. That's definitely something that works. But adding ice to the mixture doesn't seem to do anything weird. Funny thing is, you can actually just continue beating the guy, right? And if you do it right, you could actually do damage to the person instead of the monster form, and also finish the fight, if you know what I mean, right? So if you attack Elfless is going to become water type. I don't think that makes any difference for us. Let's attack with zoomies. and then do a galactic beatdown and be done with this. Yeah. Wait, I just realized something. We just beat Carl. I was mistaken. You fight for the people, not against them. Now I just realized who Carl is supposed to be. What is that? Okay, that's something new. Give me a second here. I need to rewind some of my tapes. Heal up. What are you? What are you, little buddy? An all-seer, which is metal. Okay. So let's switch to Spitfire because we can heat up the metal and do some damage to it. Yeah, let's just stay with Provoke, honestly. I hope I'm not doing too much damage with Inflame. Fuck, yeah, that was dumb. I should have just tried to record it. Anyway, that was dumb. So there's a landlord location there. No money, no problem. We're offering financing at a mere 10,000% per annum. Level 18 Landkeeper. So Earth is not gonna do it. So far, it's not gonna work against Earth. I'm wondering whether. Give me a second. We're gonna put in the Voltergeist here and see whether I have some plant type attacks. I want to see how they affect Earth type monsters because honestly, I don't know. And then it doesn't matter because the galactic beatdown is just gonna do the job for me. Anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go. So the monsters in the backlog are definitely leveling up. So give me a sec real quick. Let's try this. Come on, buddy. Let's try this. Switch to the Spitfire. Throw a Provoke on him. I should have, anyway, that's just dumb. Let's see if this works. Come on, Kaylee. Nice. There it is. This is a weird one. All seers are mostly seen at night, hovering several meters off the ground. They get their name from their unnerving behavior, wherein they appear to silently observe passing humans with a single unblinking scarlet eye. Are you going to evolve into Hal? Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a wind here, the Deadlands. So there's, let's see what, oh, there's no, oh, we've got to, yeah, I remember. So you can see here, there's a window on top of the building roof. So this is the way we can enter the landlords or land people's office, right? Oh man, this is extensive. There's a campsite here. Always going to cost us a little bit of wood to rest. And we're going to have some nice conversations with Kaylee. I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid. Ireland has a bunch of great places to camp out. My dad would drive the two of us to the countryside and we'd stargaze together. Camping with you makes me nostalgic for that time. It's nice. So, Nevermore leveled up to 5 stars, so we get to remaster them. In some cases, monsters will have multiple forms or multiple remasters. So in that case, the game asks us into which form we would like to evolve our monster to. So for example, the Wultergeist is one evolution form of 2 from the Bansheep. And I don't know whether we can catch a Bansheep later on and basically also get the second evolution form. That would be nice, but I'm not 100% sure here. Ooh, it's a apocalypse. As well as his cloak and mask, the apocalypse also wears a belt adorned with a polished animal skull. This gives the creature the silhouette of a cloaked figure riding a skeletal steed. Cool, pretty dark. Still poison type. A lot of HP, a lot of speed. I like that about them. I'm still looking to evolve Elfless and Macabre, but I think at some point we've got to rotate some of these monsters out in order to level up other ones, right? So, Wultergeist I'm going to leave in because it's just so helpful. But honestly, let's see, Apocalypse. Can we put it in storage? And then go into storage. We have the All-Seer, which is Metal. We have the Carne Viper, which would be another poison type. And we have the Puppercut. The Tokusect is already evolved. The Traffic Crab isn't. Plastic type. I think I'm going to move in the Puppercut. I'm going to move in the Carna Viper. And then what do we have? The Spitfire, the Elfless, the Macabre. Honestly, let's keep the Macabre in for now. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. Let's see, is there any poison type sticker that we could add to this little snaky boy? There's a Toxic Stab. That's not too bad. You can also just remove the stickers for free, right? Because you have a taunt? No, you don't. Move it in here. Or we could just add a bite, which is always a nice little neutral type of attack. So the question is, do we keep exploring this beach area here? You're gonna fight us? You have a special bond with the Nevermorts here. Are you called Edgar? You'd better not get in our way. Please, please tell me he's called Edgar. Oh, he's just a bird fan. Okay, I love it. Just a stupid little bird watcher. Okay, this is gonna be bad. Poison. Problem with the astral type monster is that it's negatively affected by non-elemental types like poison, plastic, metal, and stuff like that. I could just... Let's use the Spitfire, come on. Increase evasion since there's so many of those stupid ass birds. And then see how we can defeat them. We could use Incinerate and hit one target multiple times. We can put up an elemental wall. Or we could just use Inflame. Let's use Incinerate on the big boy and then go with the Sonic Boom because that hits all of them. Nice. You gonna attack at some point, Doggo, or what? Nice. How are we doing? And there you go, bird fan. You scared off the birds. Let's just quickly go to camp. I think the Elfless has leveled up to 5 stars. The Mysteries of New World. It's a new world. No, it's just 4 stars. Okay. Oh, this is a fusion monster. They're particularly difficult to beat. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm up for that. What was that? What was that? Okay, this is just water and I'm getting drowned here. What's with the guy in his pajamas? Epicurus. The greater the difficulty, the more the glory in surmounting it. Okay, I'm reaching. You have got to be fucking kidding me, man. Scalevangelist? Really? Let's go. Beast Wall. That kind of sucks because... That's something that would do multiple attacks. That would be nice, but... Might go back. Let's go. That was easy. The art of battling well and the art of taking defeat well are one. So this has to open from somewhere, right? I heard you coming from at least 200 meters out. If you wanted the element of surprise, you've lost it. Okay. Judas Knight, Ranger Captain, survivalist expert. Is to stay alive no matter what. Well, that's easier said than done when you have to do your surviving on an island crawling with vicious predators. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. We're a long way from home, and the only thing that separates us from the beasts is our ability to strategize. When you're staring the monster dead in the eyes, the only way you're coming out alive is if you know the battle is already won. You want a first-hand lesson in survival then? I've already received intel that you're a ranger trainee. Are you ready to battle Captain Jew? I don't know. I don't think I am, man. You're not ready. Folklore. I guess this is the this looks like an evolution of the macabre that we've caught. But we're reaching areas that are kind of in our level range, and I don't like that. Oh, he can copy shit. Okay, this is nice. Well, nice and a kind of. A second, I can also use new leaf, right? No, it doesn't do anything. Then just sonic boom him, which also doesn't do anything because. Wow. Okay. Fight. Let's use shooting star. And see if we can switch. Can we switch? Well, fire doesn't do anything against wind because it's just going to create an updraft again. At least we drained some of their AP. That's good. And then we can give them another battering ram and a snow rush to slow them down. Yeah. Looks like I have my work cut out for me. I was expecting there to be a button somewhere to open the treasure chest here, right? But what I can do, give me a second here, folks. Drop it down here and enter this little situation. Okay, but that's just... Okay, I can't enter that. Thank you so much. That kind of sucked. Should I try challenge the ranger captain and see what happens? Am I ready for that? I mean, how bad could it be, right? Don't take it personally when you find yourself face down in the dirt. Survivalist. Okay, they're level 22. They have evolved versions. They have a dandelion, which I haven't been able to catch yet, unfortunately. And like a big stabby guy. I don't know what the stabby guy does. He's smacking, okay. So we're going to start with a dandelion, set fire to it. So yeah, that was good. Air and fire against the dandelion was nice. Because the stupid dandelion is gonna heal Judas. Characters with healing leaf regain some health at the start of each turn. And I don't think I appreciate that, Mr. Dandelion. How about you get off the board? Yeah. I think I've got to heal real quick. And then I can throw another sonic boom on the dandelion and Judas. Hopefully that's enough to get the doggo off the board. And then we'll just have to... Whoa, that was a big move. So fire is going to be great against metal. Honestly, I don't know about air. Yeah, that was some big damage. Those were some good numbers. Let's do this again. Here you go, come on. You've lasted longer than I thought you would. Not bad. Oh, what is that? All right. So, poison type. Poison type is still good. I just have one rewind left, which I'm gonna use on Spitfire because they're gonna be good against poison type monsters. And then I'm gonna switch out Decibel on Kaylee for... Let's go with Elfless, come on. Okay. Burned. Because then we can use the fire against them and slow them down with the Snow Rush. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like a solid approach. Acid Reflex? What? Man. Man. We're not doing good here. I mean, I could fuse, but I still refuse to do so. Problem is, even if you transform, the negative conditions stay with the character because it's not the monster who has a negative condition. It is the character who transforms into the monster. So that changes things drastically in comparison to Pokemon. That wasn't so bad, right? So we've obtained a rare sticker for Carniviper. To counteract my strategies, you have the mindset of a true ranger. You've earned this. Okay, this is actually the 4th sticker. Okay, got it. Got it, buddy. That was unexpected. Fused material, some olive up. Civilization and security are fleeting notions. You can't survive out in the field with nothing but your wits, then you're letting yourself down. Right, man. I still want to understand how to open this stupid chest, guys. What can I drop down here? Woo! This path is pretty narrow. Don't lose your balance. Okay. Honestly, I don't know how to get back from this. Shit. Shenanigans. Oh man. Gotta switch out. I love Wultergeist so much, but the problem is there are so many monster types that oh, that stupid plastic wall, man. Let's go. Let's throw fires this guy. Water coating. Okay, interesting. And then just heating a water type with a fire type attack releases a hot steam that heals the water type as it recondenses. Characters with healing steam regain some health at the start of each turn. Are you kidding me? So what does that mean for ice type? Water type attacks douse fire type attacks, reducing the power of their attacks. How did the traffic crab even become? How did the traffic crab even become stupid water type monster? How did this happen? By the way, I have wings. I mean, if you needed any more Bulletinho. Fire type. Right. Well then, how about we switch this out? Ah, the elfless. I should really find a transform. I should really find a campfire to heal up, and then also buy some new pencils because I don't have any rewinds left. But for now, we're just gonna punch these guys. You know what? The problem is I don't want to fuse because then... Let's see, do I have a... No, I don't. No, I got nothing. Let's see what happens if I attack those guys with an ice rush. Now that wasn't so bad, right? Because healing steam is gonna actually... Wait, what? Oh man! Oh man! Let's go with the Carniviper. No, Carniviper will be bad against fire type. Let's see. Do I have a taunt or something like that? No, I don't. Let's try and record. I have just one chrome tape left. Let's go. Mother of Christ. Come on, hit him. Yeah. Huh. The Bulletinho has only one defense mechanism, and that is to launch itself headfirst into danger when it panicked. This is a bad idea, but the Bulletinho will always do it anyway. Oh man. It's kind of sad for you, buddy, but it's very fast. You can now press B to perform a short dash. Yeah, I was already able to. It's still gonna self-destruct, right? Yeah, fuck. Astral tribes draw their brown from 4 elements. Yeah, we know that. I don't want to fight that. Oh, and I know where to use that. I know where to use that. I literally, yeah, there's one over there. So these rocks here. Yeah. I already saw those and I was wondering. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, okay, got it, got it, got it. Understood. Understood the assignment, sir. Understood the assignment. We're doing it. Man, I really gotta find a. Okay, give me a second here. We get higher. Huh. Okay, this is something different. Okay. Point is, there's no. What we actually would like to see would be a campfire, folks. Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is kind of cool. Interesting. This game does a lot of neat things for exploration and like traversal and exploration. This is kind of nice. Still, I would love to. Whoa, no, 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 go away. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. Shh. Dive seal. What is... Are you kidding me? Anyway. I'm really low on rewinds and we're not looking too good, but let's see if we could still... We don't need to use the sonic boom, honestly. Just use the Zephyr. Save some AP. Yeah. That should absolutely be enough. Nice. Oh, you just... Well, then just do it again, huh? Phase shift. Interesting. I think we need to push both of these buttons to actually get this to work. Is there a box somewhere or a stone that we could pick up? Oh, there's stone down there in the water. New London. The Deadlands. Okay. What is New London? Why is it called New London? Those monsters? Man, I am way out of my depth here. There is a campsite down there. Give me a second. Ooh, ha. Okay. I should actually be doing more exploration, folks. Aerosol tape. Okay, that was nice. Can I get this stone to actually... Ooh. Give me a second. Let's see if we can do this. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Here, right? Let's see. If this works, I will consider myself very, very smart. I am very, very smart. Magic Tome. And man, I would have loved some rewinds, but you're just giving me awesome stuff, which is also okay, I guess. Ice camouflage, pulp, some water fill tape. Okay. Why not? Then let's just use the stupid campfire here. Come on. Let's use the campfire here to rest. The thing with the Rangers is that each one has a special role they play in maintaining the town. Lodestein keeps the electrical grid running. Wallace maintains the buildings and walls. Zed does something. But these also reflect how they battle. Each of them has a unique tactic they'll use. I'm sure you'll be able to beat them. Your broken tapes have been repaired. And Carniviper has leveled up to 5 stars. So some of these seem to be evolving faster than others, but I still don't understand the mechanics behind it. Mask Rattle. Okay, nice. Mask Rattle. It's often presumed that Masqueraddles use the face-like armor plates on their heads to lure in unsuspecting prey. This is a myth. The faces on their heads are actually very creepy and couldn't possibly convince anyone to approach them. All right. Makes sense, I guess. So, I think we're just going to continue along the... There's still some stuff around here. And even though we still haven't completely... So this was where... Let me check. I think now that I have the dash... Give me a second. I could dash. I did dash. What? Manus Ray. Okay, that was a... That's some mimic type shit, folks. I don't appreciate that. That was some nasty mimic type shit. Copper Chop. Okay. Let's see what you got. Let's set this boy on fire. And then hit him with some Zephyr. Man, he's doing a lot of damage. Okay, let's... I don't have rewinds, right? There are no rewinds. What I could do, though, is I could transform to Waltergeist. Because I think Waltergeist has a heal. Question is... I think I'm going to be too late, right? We could still fuse. Let's go, come on. Oh my god, he's so cute! It's a Spitzergeist. It's a cute little Spitzergeist. Nurse heals one target for 50% of their max. Yeah. Can we please appreciate that music? Manosphere. Wait, Manosphere? Is that like Manosphere? Just... Man. Let's use zoomies on this boy. And then I think we're gonna unfuse and try to... Gonna use Inflame on the Manosphere, and then... Now we're gonna try and record him. We don't have... Sucks. This is lightning type. This is plastic type. This is for ice type. This is for poison type. This is basic. A tape with very high efficiency rate when used to record air type monsters. In a pinch, it can also be used as hairspray. Okay. And a water-filled tape. A tape made of transparent plastic, sealed and filled with water. There are 2 buttons on the side that allow you to play a ring toss game while you're not using it. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking... Man. Let's see if I could just use the basic tape. Basic tape is gonna be terrible, but maybe... If I just do enough damage... Come on. Come on. Ah, Kaylee. Let's give it another try. The point is, you can't reduce a monster to 0 hit points while you're recording. Come on, 40%. Yeah, here we go. Oh, if a Squirey gives... This is... This is gorgeous. I assume that a Squirey is going to have 2 evolutions. One of them is a Manosphere, which... If a Squirey gives in to their dark impulses whilst training, it is destined to become a Manosphere, hiding its face beneath a black helmet. The Manosphere fights without restraint or self-control. I'm not sure whether I'm making this up, but is this a play? Is this a word play on Manosphere? Or not? Am I making stuff up here? Anyway, so this is the Squirey evolution, right? Let's see if there is another evolution of the Squirey. That would be so interesting. So Toy Hammer, Surefire, Echolocation for the Decibel. We already have that. Some metal. And then we get the stuff from the chest. Where does that put us? Aha! Très intéressant. Oh, so that puts us here. Got it. Give me a second. Okay, let's do the following then. Let's go back to camp. Go to the party. And swap. No. Just put the snake back in storage. Let's see if we can level up the squirry, because I want to know what its other evolution is. I really want to understand. I want to find out. So let's see. We can actually do that. So we fought against this guy, right? We've defeated those. There's some bulletinos here. Oh, okay, this is nice. There's a lady person. We've already done that, right? That was weird. Oh, I need a break from digging. If you can beat me in a quick battle, I'll tell you a little about this place. Okay. Oh, there's a Terracuca, which is kind of cool. You could basically... Also, I just realized when you're combating people, you can see how many tapes they have in storage by the purple tape symbol on the right corner of their current evolution. So this guy has a Terracuca, but he has some other sort of transformation on a second tape. I think. I'm not sure. Or I don't know what that purple tape is. Otherwise, I'm not sure what the purple tape is signifying, but let's see. Okay. Water would have been good for the Terracuca, right? Yeah, so he has a second form. That's fire now. Which still is not a problem for us. You know what? I'm just going to provoke it. Rapid fire? Just going to give me an AP boost. I'll still take the damage, but... And there comes the galactic beatdown. Boom. This is why I love my little goth sheep. They're so good. We know from Captain Dreadful that people used to mine this area for metals, but not all the explosions that happened here seem to have been controlled. And I can't find any traces of mining tools or artificial explosives. It's possible this area was excavated by bulletinos over several centuries. So either the captain is wrong, or bulletinos have destroyed all the evidence. Oh. Or maybe the evidence became the bulletinos. What do you think? You're definitely onto something there, buddy. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I want to progress to Autumn Hill. Let's see how... Let's see what level this guy is. The Secret of the Mournchild. Oh, okay. These are level 20. Okay. Poison. I don't like poison. That was good. Let's set fire to this guy and then... No, give me a second. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted. But this is going to create an updraft and then... It was so smart of me. I just had used a right attack and not just something very, very stupid. And might have actually worked out like I intended to. Let's go. Oh man, I hate this bite attack. This is so much damage. Didn't I use... I'm so dumb. Why am I not using an attack with Decibel? What is going on? Let's just switch real quick to Elfless. And can I please use a proper attack like a grown-up person? Huh. Finally. So, Elfless is going to evolve at some point. In 1988, 2 English rock bands, Iron Gaiden and Shields of the Nephilim, without knowledge of each other, simultaneously released songs titled Mourn Child. You freaking kidding me. If you listen to them in reverse and at the same time, so that the words interweave, it summons the original Mourn Child, a being so powerful that it can open a gateway between the worlds. Or so I've heard. Neither track is available here in New World, so I've got no way to tell if I'm having my leg pulled. Brother Cooper has found a different way out of New World anyway, that's for sure. This is insane. This is so good. I am loving everything about this. I'm pretty sure I can somehow... I hate it when you do this. I hate it when you do this. How did this happen? I don't want to go there. Is that... This is basically where the cult is, right? So, quick story update. Kaylee used to be in a cult, which is Mourn Child. I think this is actually what it's called, right? Yeah. So Morningtown, it's up there. So pretty close to where we are at the moment. And we have Kaylee in our party, so we might as well just do that. I don't know. Oh man. Let's raise that bridge. Oh, that's Zed. This is Zed. Scattershot. Zed on Autumn Hill has asked me to make the surrounding area a bit quieter by defeating 5 Bulletinos. Man. Whoa! That didn't work out as expected. Was that why there's so many Bulletinos here? By the way, this is also a very nice way of ensuring that we're actually defeating the Bulletino and getting their skills, right? This self-destruct is kind of a pain in the butt. But I'm loving the synergies with the air type and the updraft. That's kind of cool. I'm really enjoying that. Kind of fun. Oh look, there's a... Ooh. We did the... Beast resistance and a basic tape. So the problem I'm having right now is I am venturing into territory that I would like to have. This is so annoying, honestly. I'm so far away from home base. I'm just gonna go to the ranger outpost because I don't have healing potions. I don't have tapes. That kind of sucks. I thought I was able to. I thought I was also able to shop here, but maybe not. Then let's just quickly drop into the Gramophone Cafe. This is one of the best songs in the whole game. I absolutely adore it. Bonjour. What's on the menu? Let's get us 4 rewinds. We still have a respool, and then we want... Yeah, let's get 7 chrome tapes. And then basic tapes. How much am I owning there? Or just buy 1, because honestly, they should be a last resort, right? No, we're not taking Eugene with us. Where are you, buddy? You ever get stuck? Try asking around town. Sometimes a good rumor will put you back on the right path. I think I actually prefer the smell of coffee to the taste. Don't get me wrong, I think coffee is brilliant. But the smell always implies something so much greater. I think she's onto something there. Oh, we can, this is nice. We can remaster the Elfless into a Grampus. Makes sense, I guess. Grampus is the fully matured form of Elfus, having spent many years suppressing its emotions. The Grampus is a hulking brute with a desire to impart its own misery onto others, particularly during festive seasons. Is it okay, though? Krampus, Spitfire, and Macabre. So, also... yeah, let's stay with these for now. Oh, now you have a rumor for me? There's a metal woman in Eastham Woods. Have you met her? All of my directions. Man, this song is going to become a week-long obsession. Latest batch of Ranger trainees just don't have what it takes. They don't understand that strategy matters more than just transforming into the scariest monsters. Isn't that your job to teach them? The newcomers are enthusiastic, and that's a good start. Who better than you to teach them combat tactics? I see your point. I'll reserve my judgment for now. So, what is fused material? As for why we're asking rangers to collect it, well, the captains worry about that. Just focus on passing your training for now. Well, you could use fused material to then upgrade certain parts of your inventory. We already got a recording mod, which is kind of nice. It allows us to increase the chance of a successful recording by 5%. And then the other ones are just gonna... This is overall just providing various upgrades to gameplay features, like increasing your inventory, allowing you to carry additional or to buy additional stickers from merchants. Some adjustments to your cassette player. Make your fusion meter fill up. Honestly, what I'm going to do for now is just gonna increase my rewind pouch, because that's something I'd really enjoy. I'll have to go back to the cafe. Which quest is that? It's highlighted here. On the hunt. Return to Hoy Lake to show it to him. Okay, who's Hoy Lake? Oh, it's the scientist up here. Yeah. It's the data analyst. Have you recorded our mystery monster? The macabre, is it? Yes, this indeed matches up with my reports perfectly. Recording monsters with cassette tapes to transform into them. It doesn't make rational sense, and yet we see it happening before our eyes. If our understanding of science is proving to be limited, then it is our understanding that must change. Oh, some fused material and some plastic. A young ranger recently reported a floating worm creature spotted in the park. What's a floating worm creature? We're gonna find out. Thank you. Gonna get back to work, sir. Oh, this dash is really dashing. So we can buy some more rewinds now. That's nice. Au revoir. Merci bien. Hey, I've been designing some new support stickers. Do you want to see what I got? AP donate, plant wolf, focus. Oh, those aren't too bad. I already have defend. I think I would like to have at least one version of every sticker in my inventory. But I don't think I have enough money to do that. So you know what? We're just gonna quickly. We can definitely move here. And there's the other ranger, right? Just need to. This is another ranger captain. I just need to find a way to get to him. This is honestly. Oh. What's with this guy? I haven't found a way to reach him yet, right? Have I? Well, I could just use the. Give me a second. I'm such a dum-dum. Just use the chest, right? And reach this buddy and save them from whatever the problem is. Meredith. Oilake was babbling on about when he came by to pick up some parts from my shop. Okay. Have you met him? He's the worst. Did you know he's not even a real scientist? Before he landed on New World, he was a data analyst. Someone needs to tell him that only wearing t-shirts that say I love science is not a personality. Enjoy being trapped on this rock forever with the rest of us until you die. It doesn't seem so bad. There's like, what, a couple hundred people here max? You run out of things to talk about pretty quick, trust me. Anyway, I just needed a breath of fresh air. Come meet me at my shop in town sometime. Yellow building on the boardwalk. Okay, Meredith. And off she pops. So, but what I really wanted to do is get to that other captain, right? And I just use, give me a second. Can we use the box to get up there? No, because... Give me a sec. It was kind of weird, but it worked out, didn't it? So yeah, hey there, buddy. Also, the chests kind of seem to fill up again. Yeah, let's fight Captain Wallace. Okay. Oh, traffic crabs. Are we going to be facing all of your silly ass walls? Let's go. Let me see you put up some plastic walls, buddy. Landing a plastic type attack on a fire type target releases black smoke that can hide the position of the target. Let's set you guys on fire. Wallace water coating. Oh, this is interesting. So I think they just do this manually. That's fine. Then we're just going to switch back to Woltergeist for that. And so that was Wallace. Does Wallace have another tape? Oh, that hurt. What you got? Okay, another plastic type. This is gonna suck so much. Let's give this guy here a galactic beatdown, and then I need to switch back to the fire type real quick. Because plastic is not what we like on a little itty bitty astral sheep. Another wall. Look at you. So creative, buddy. Is there anything? Do I have anything that hits multiple times? No, I don't. Can I switch to something that hits multiple times? Let's see what Squirry does. Come on. Oh, you're throwing the bricks at us? Really? Buddy. Sharpened copper chop. Inflicts resonance on glass and metal type targets. Parry stance. Quick smack. Water wall. What happens if I hit a water wall with fire? We don't know yet, right? It creates healing steam. Okay, I was afraid of that. I just wanted to try it out. Of course, it creates healing steam. Freaking me. I could have known. Nice. Back against the wall, defeat Captain Wallace. I built up my walls and you brought him right down. Nice work. I stumbled across that rare material while surveying the park for a building project. You can swap it at the town hall for some neat stuff. Cool. I'm also gonna look for that monster that our friend, the oh man, I love that dash. That dash is super cool. Oh shit, I didn't. Oh, there's a startigrade. I can catch it. Let me catch the startigrade, please, sir. I want the startigrade so bad. Nice. Where's the chrome tapes? Here. Let's go. 36%. Recording. Doing some nice damage on that. Yeah. Meditating characters raise their stats each term that they're asleep. Oh man. Look at that little buddy. He's sleeping. Startigrades, a curious creature spending most of their time asleep in the lower atmosphere of New World. Occasionally they will float down to ground level to feed, or sending once more using the rockets on their backs. Okay, that's a very interesting spread of attributes. No speed. The magic attack? No, it's melee and ranged. So very low attack values, very low speed values, very high max HP and defenses. Okay. That's a nice one. Let's smack it and then is that the flying worm that we wanted? Does that fit the description? Okay, it actually fits that description. Weird though. There is also there's a place I still would like to go, honestly, which is that place here, because there's some monsters in there that we haven't caught yet. I feel kind of bad about it. Because the first time we visited that dungeon, we only had basic tapes. And kind of sucked. There is Terracucas here. And here you go, buddy. We haven't caught that one yet. Hi, Anna. I'm actually loving it. I don't know. I've played for a couple of hours now, and the music is amazing. There's tons of references to 80s pop culture or other pop culture. And apart from that, it's a pretty solid feature collector, like a Pokemon game. So yeah, it's pretty dope, actually. I'm liking it a lot. How are you doing? Let us see what we can do here. Let's try and beat one of those and then provoke the others and then try to catch the remaining one. So let's click record, use one of our Chrome tapes, pull out the Walkman, and then catch ourselves a Terracuca. Yep, there we go. Are you doing any special ramen, or are you just doing the classic instant Korean bulldog destroy the inside of my mouth and stomach kind of instant ramen? Terracucas are aspiring chefs and will attempt to cook with whatever ingredients they can find in their subterranean cave habitats. Unfortunately, this means that most of their practiced recipes include lichen, moss, or both lichen and moss. Okay. But this is at least like the first earth element monster that we've recorded, so we've gotten a little bit more variety in there. Nice. That was good. Is it so hot up in your place, by the way? Like Berlin is very... Berlin right now feels very doable. Like we have 24 degrees. It's not that bad. Been playing and streaming for the last 2 hours or so, and it was pretty okay. Oh, see, now we can use the dash to actually crash that wall. Air and astral. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. And only half the spice pack because I have learned my lesson. I was at the Asian market that we have around the corner the other day, and I realized that these Korean bulldog ramens, they apparently they sell the sauce separately now in like little bottles, because apparently people hate their lives or just want to feel something, you know. So they have to buy that hot sauce separately and put it on everything. I have no idea. Honestly, I tried this once, and technically I'm okay with spice, you know, but I can't take the heat anymore, so it really upsets my stomach. Anything that's too spicy, I don't know. I think in the last couple of years, with, I don't know, my mental health or the stress or whatever, my stomach has also changed a little bit, and I can't take like spicy stuff anymore, and it really upsets my stomach. So we have some of these bulldog spicy ramen noodles at home, but we reduce the spice amount to basically 0, right? There's all sorts of weird variations of ramen. We have one version that's actually kimchi flavored ramen noodles, which I like quite a lot. They're pretty cool. I actually like to put in some kimchi myself, which is a pretty cool idea. I love this type of exploration, folks. This is pretty dope. This is super nice. Like, this is cool stuff. And we have this store here in Berlin. It's like a pop-up that does lunch, Japanese lunch, and they offer different kinds of bowls. But they also sell their own kimchi, and it's amazing. And I think we almost always have a glass of their kimchi at our place. And I love to put it in my ramen noodles. Oh no, that didn't work. What the hell am I actually doing here? Are we gonna raise the water levels? Okay. Huh. Did that do anything? Oh yeah. Oh man. Give me a second. That sucked. Apparently I can't swim. Apparently I can't swim. But if I put the box in here, I have to beat that guy first. I am still on the fence, and I need your opinion, Anna. This is very important. There's this monster here that is called Spear. And I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be a word of like a play on words, and it's kind of supposed to rhyme with manosphere, and he's like a bad guy or something. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, because the manosphere is supposed to be an evolution of the squirey, and the squirey apparently can evolve into 2 types of creatures, and the manosphere is apparently the evil kind of evolution, and I'm still not sure what the good kind of evolution is called. Manny who has a spear, yeah. But also, I mean, technically he's holding a spear in his hand, so Manny's spear, that could be also, I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking those names. So can we get over here and then push this button and then unlock this chest? Yeah, we can. Oh shit, but I need, oh no, somebody needs to stay on that in order to, can we, give me that, then give me the chest. Can we throw it? Oh, that didn't work. That was terrible. Can we throw this chest somehow? Doesn't look like we could throw it far enough, so that kind of sucks. You get away from me, buddy. I don't want to fight you. Okay, so you're up here. That's good already, right? That's something we can do. Okay, I have to fight you now. Okay, what do we have? We have a poison type Nevermort, and we have a traffic crab. So we're gonna use our trusted doggo, who's super cute, by the way. He's wearing goggles to protect himself because he spits fire, and fires so hot that at this point they have to protect themselves, right? And we're gonna inflict some fire on the raven and the crow. We don't even have to do that. The doggo is super cute, right? I also like... Give me a second. Check the tape. This is the first monster I got. This is an evolution from a monster that is called a ban sheep. So basically it's a ghost sheep, and it has now evolved into a Wultergeist. There would have been another evolution which I decided against, and I hope I find another ban sheep and I can evolve him into the second form to see what it looks like. He is absolutely cute. He is an astral type monster. And I love him. He's gorgeous. And then Kaylee has a monster that is called, or a monster form that is called Decibel, which is also pretty awesome. What I really like for the first time in, I mean, I've never played a lot of Pokemon games, but I like the fact that this game is kind of changing the monster collector formula in terms of, oh, we're not catching the monsters. We're actually just recording them and then ensuring that, well, the monsters don't get captivated, right? It's a nicer form of Pokemon because we just record their forms on our tapes and then we can transform into them. It's not like we're catching them in Pokeballs and then keeping them captive to fight in combats like to death, you know? That kind of feels nicer. Yeah. Also, please, I've already mentioned that, but now that you're here, I'm going to show you again. I don't know if you're old enough to get all the references. Can you please have a look at the main quest names? These are literally all songs from the 80s. Oh, I don't know Ooblets. Should I look it up? Is it good? Honestly, this is the first creature collector ever since I played my... I don't know, there was a Pikachu versus Eevee Pokemon game, the first one for the Switch. And I think that was the last Pokemon game I played. And then I never played one again. So honestly, it's been quite a while, but I kind of get the notion again. So of course, you also have to battle against other people like that are standing around, because that's what creature collectors do, right? I really want this monster. Your Ooblets have dance battles, so basically you're collecting monsters and then they're facing off against each other in dance-offs? Is that what you're telling me? Do I have a water type monster in here? No, I don't. No, I don't. Then in that case, I'm just gonna stay with my trusty... Oh! With my trusty Wultergeist. And also see that my Squirry gets some action. Yeah. I hate it when they do that. So basically the monsters can put up walls and then... Give me a second. I can do that as well, right? I'm gonna heal myself. And then... I could have done that. Did they just roll a d20? Is that what just happened? The opposing ooblet poops out a seed that you can plant and grow your own ooblet. Okay. Heretics control Harbor Town. Beware of their false salvation. Okay. So we've already established the fact that there's a cult in this game, but we're not sure who the cultists are. So that's kind of, we're still on the fence on who the cultists are, honestly. No. Let me just, can I please complete my puzzle without you, Snake, doing... Oh, that just sucked, Kaylee. Come on, just get out of the way. Please. I don't... With these stone placing puzzles that like Link used to have them too, like Zelda, right? I'm also a little unsure on how precise my stone placement must be in order to achieve the puzzle. And I also don't know where the stones are. So how... Man, I am traveling all around the world just to get a stone here. Come on, buddies. Ooh. Look at us. We've uncovered a secret dungeon. Another one of these old train stations. I haven't forgotten about the first time we uncovered one of these. I've never seen mushrooms like this before. What do these mushrooms do? Can we interact with them? No, we can't. So there's some crates here that will allow us to move further into the station. Okay. There was a little guy here on the right that we could interact with, right? Yeah. And then there's more stuff back here. Okay, got it. So let's see. First and foremost, what does this little buddy here has to tell us? Traffic crab? Meet the one who dutifully attends to the stations. I've been waiting for you. Did that traffic crab just speak? Please do not liken me to mindless traffic crabs out there. I am Magic Crab, servant to the infinite Merline. Long may their trains run on time. To dwell amongst their hallowed halls is a privilege too grand for me to convey. To serve their passengers is the least I can do. Which is to say, you tell me where you need to go and I'll get the train at platform A ready. Many of the Merline's stops are currently inaccessible. They will become available once the stations reopen. Okay. So there's a fast travel can be activated on the map screen anytime you're outdoors. At first, you will only be able to travel back to the Gramophone Cafe. However, each station that you reopen adds a new destination for you to use. The Merline stations themselves seem to play host to strange beings from far away. Thoroughly exploring these stations may yield valuable information and rewards. Now, what can I do for you? I want to travel. I can go to Gramophone Cafe, Harbor Town Station. I want to leave New World. Well, Platform B is what we use for interdimensional travel. However, all departures from Platform B have been cancelled for the next 642 years. The Merline tells me it's something about a psychic contagion or possibly a war. I'm pleased to inform you that arrivals at Platform B are running on time, though. Now, what can I do for you, Platform B? We have an arrival due at Platform B any minute now. The guests arriving at Platform B think it is whispering, but its words pierce so loudly. Use your eyes, not your ears, human. Now, what can I do for you? The Merline is an underground network of railway stations all across New World and some distances beyond. The Merline does not speak to mortals. They have chosen me to act as a go-between to interface with you. Man, you are such a weird little game. Okay, so before we do anything, we don't want to interact. Well, this is Platform B, I guess. We're expecting an arrival there, but we can still explore this station. Okay, so we need a couple of crates here in order to crack this one. And then I love the fact that it's doing so much more than Pokemon, technically, in terms of exploration and traversal and puzzle solving. I really like that. At times, it doesn't do the best job at actually enabling you to solve these puzzles because sometimes the physics are a bit wonky, but it's fine, I guess. Let's get in deeper. Okay, so now we're in a real dungeon. Oh, this body is new, right? Oh, there's a faucet here. Okay, this is water type, which is... Let's see if we... What happens if we hit water type with ice damage? Is that gonna do anything? Is it gonna freeze it? Let's see. So this is a ice type melee attack. This is status effect. This is woodcutter. Let's use the snow rush on Faucetier. And yeah, I think it's gonna freeze, which is what we want to happen. Okay, that didn't make any sense because we just kicked its butt already. Here you go, buddy. I also like how the different elements interact with each other in this game. Let me just give you one quick example. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to pull this off, but if you attack an earth type creature with fire, basically what's happening is you're cooking the earth, and basically it gets additional defense because the earthy shell hardens, basically like cooking what do you call it, porcelain or something like that, right? I think this works, but I need to get... Should I have brought another crate with me? Is that possible? Give me a second here. Go back here. Pick up another crate. It's so funny how they just respawn. That doesn't work, right? No, it doesn't work. Okay. We can't take that crate with us. So there has to be a crate here somewhere that we can use. So I also think we can collect the faucetier, which is something that we should actually do. Let's sharpen real quick, then activate dodge. Oh, really? You summon another monster? That's just not very nice, is it? Let's use a chrome tape on one of those and then use our sonic boom on the rest. Let's see how that works. Yep, that was good. There it is. The faucetier's ability to project powerful streams of pressurized water is tied directly to their emotional state. They are very easily startled and upset, which leads to them often unexpectedly using their water attacks without intending to. Oh, buddy. I feel you. That happens to me as well. Don't worry too much about it. It's okay. There's a crate here on the back. Thank you so much for hiding that. Also, this stupid switching of the camera. I can't control the camera. This is one thing I really hate, to be honest. But it is what it is. Whoops. Here we go. Thank you. So we can go through here and then... don't, buddy. Just don't. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but I think we're going to wrap this up in the next half hour or so. I think we're going to finish this little dungeon and then call it a day. I think we can raise this platform from here. No, this is just the elevator. Okay, thanks. And then there's another button up here. I mean, the puzzles are not rocket science, right? I think they're just a nice little addition to the overall game formula. Also, catching certain monsters gives you additional traversal abilities. I don't remember if... I think Pokemon does that too, right? Where certain monsters then give you some special overworld abilities. Yeah, to be fair, I like it when puzzles make me feel smart, right? I'm simple like that. If a puzzle gives me the feeling that I'm a smart guy, oh no. Oh no, no, no. A wing gloom. What is that? I've never. Whew, okay. Give me a sec here. I think we're just gonna attack this with Shooting Star and try to record it because we don't have it yet. I thought this was like a rogue fusion, but I think it's just a normal monster. And they're just level 10, so I think we're pretty safe this is gonna work. Yes. The light bolts in a wing gloom's head channel an electric current that runs through the creature's entire body. The lights generated by them are reflected out its eyes, allowing them perfect vision at night. Okay, that's a cool one. Still, we have to beat it, right? Here you go. Yeah. There's a machine part. Okay. A missing part from an old ticket machine. I assume we can use that. Kind of fix. So I think this dungeon is over. We've reached its end. And with that, we can then go back and use that machine part. I hope. To fix this ticket machine here. I don't know. Is that how it works? Can I removed from inventory? Oh, it gave me a train ticket with Gloucester printed on it in faded ink. Okay. What am I supposed to do with that? Now you silly riddles are getting more and more difficult. Why would you do that to me? I have an idea. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I was wondering whether I could do that and just break the box. It works, but it doesn't do anything, right? There's nothing in the box. Oh, it's just some wood. Okay, lovely. So can I do anything with the train ticket then? Can I? Oh, wait. Ooh, look at us. We're so smart. And there's somebody arriving here, right? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. It's going to be another boss battle. Let me just... Really? You had to implement these weird glitchy graphics? Oh, this is nice. This is where you... This is going to be... Uh-oh, this is going to be creepy. It's going to be hella creepy. What's happening here? Oh no, it's just a train. Is it a creepy train? So there's these manifestations in this game that are called archangels. And they're kind of bad. And we fought one already. And are you more toys for my collection? This is where this game kind of gets dark. I desire more playthings. Yes, you two will make a fine pair of glove puppets. What the actual what? What? Hell no. Okay. Oh man. Why did this have to get so creepy? Okay, that wasn't half bad. Okay, AP steel. Okay, huh? I guess that's fine, right? Effigy. Should I be attacking the effigies or the puppet talks? I think since Kaylee has a sonic boom that hits everyone. Oh shit, the effigy does damage to us. Shoot. I need to rewind. I don't have any rewinds? No, here they are. Okay. I need to rewind decibels tape. And okay, honestly, if I use Spitfire and Squirry, they have attacks that actually prioritize their initiative. So I can make sure that it's always my turn, right? Give me a second. I'm going to switch out my beloved sheep. And then I can use zoomies because that takes priority over other moves. And I can directly attack Poppetox, ensuring it... Why? This is unfair. I'm getting my ass kicked. I am actually getting my little pretty butt kicked here. This is terrible. Let's take Macabre and try something. Maybe if I... Let's see if I can't do a fusion. Why can I not do a fusion? How am I supposed to... Is there a trick? Is there a trick to identify where the Poppetox is gonna be next? Oh man. Let me just... Oh, I get it. Now I saw it. So I think the light shines on the effigy. That's gonna switch places with the Poppetox, and if I attack it... Yeah, that's the secret. So much about stupid puzzles that make you feel smart. The old one too. Oh man, I'm really getting my butt handed to me. Let's... Still got some tapes left, right? You know what? Let's do a fusion. And get some big damage in there. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, we got it. So you can fuse basically every monster manifestation with every other one, and it creates a distinct, unique fusion type monster, which is super interesting because they really put in some effort to create really beautiful monster designs for that. Yeah, we're doing it. Oh no. Oh no. That didn't work as expected. Oh. Man, that was a lot. Am I allowed to act at some point? Let me throw a rewind on any of these. I think I should play this safe, honestly. Let's just use Snow Rush again. That was working pretty well. I'm confused. Why is this not working anymore? Oh, I know why. I'm such a dum-dum. I fused the Grampus with the Decibel, and the problem is that the Decibel has an ability that makes you attack basically every enemy. So every time we're attacking, we're also attacking the effigy, which is something that in this instance we actually don't want to do. Give me... we're just going to respool the... I think we're just going to respool the... Give me a sec. No. We're going to rewind the Waltergeist, heal it back up, and then we can switch next time it's Kaylee's turn. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna manage. We're gonna be okay. Just took me 10 years to understand the stupid mechanics because I'm... And then I can switch her out. And then we have 2 fully healed up monsters that should be sufficient for the rest of this fight. Were his final words. You can stop acting now, please, Mr. Puppet Talks. It's fine. So, Snow Rush on this effigy here. And then... Yes, finally. Does he have a second form? No, he doesn't. Oh god. That was horrifying. An up grape, a curious bunch of upside down grapes said to grow from seeds planted on Backwards Day. Eating a bunch instantly upgrades a tape by a star. Well, that's pretty cool. My stamina increased by 70%. I can now glide for 3.5 seconds. Holy hell. If you wish to leave this land, then heed my words. You must rise to the task at hand. You must walk the path most long. The rest of the song is too quiet to make out. You have killed my dolls. What is that? Nice to meet you, my headed friend. Say, are you looking for a new line of work? Let's talk. You look weird. Don't mind me. Wait, that guy is... Wait a minute. We just defeated that Archangel, and then this weird guy came along and collected him. Are we... I think whatever we're doing is not a good thing. We shouldn't be defeating those Archangels. And I think it's going to lead to a situation in the end where we're going to realize that we were enabling something evil to happen right from the start. And then we have to fix it again, I assume. But I'm not sure. The way that Archangel spoke about us, it was like we weren't even real. Like we were just toys. Maybe it'll think differently now that we beat it. So now there's a mysterious man with a triangle forehead intervening in the hunt for the Archangels? I don't know what to make of that. Anyway, you said that defeating the Archangel earlier has given you a clue. What's the clue actually? To the east your wings must fly? To the place only I have known? That doesn't sound like much to go off. I guess we need to find another Archangel then. Right, let's crack on. Where are we off to next? Didn't you hear some rumors about something happening in Eastern Woods? Well, you could see what's happening there if you want. Okay. I would have liked to stay there actually. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna use an upgrade on the Squirey because that would make it 5 stars. And then if we rest, it should evolve. It does, in fact, evolve. Remaster your Squirey tape into a more powerful form. Yes. Here you go. This is it. In the heat of battle, which is more important to you, victory or honor? And I think we're going to go for honor because the Mana Spear we have is, I think, the evil manifestation of the Squirey. So I assume honor would be the other one. Yes, it is. So your Squirey tape became a Pangolin, which looks pretty dope. The Pangolin is the mature form of a Squirey who has remained true to their principles and has become a knight of great virtue. Pangolins wield striking golden halberds, which they use to defend their allies in the heat of battle. He's cute, right? And the other version of the evolution is the Mana Spear, which is this one. So the evil one, I guess. If a Squirey gives into the dark impulses while straining, it is destined to become a Mana Spear. Hiding its face beneath a black helmet, the Mana Spear fights without restraint or self-control. Still pretty cool, but, you know, not a Pangolin, if you ask me. So, I think we're gonna wrap this up for today. That was a long gaming session, to be honest. I'm pretty happy you managed to drop by, Anna. It's been a very, very long time. So I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope to see you more often. And yeah, have a beautiful Sunday. And I don't know. I think I'm going to revisit that game at some point. I like it a lot. So probably next Sunday or something, maybe we're going to schedule another play session. I'm probably not going to play it exclusively on stream because I don't have that kind of restraint right now. But we're going to follow up on that. In any ways, enjoy the nice sunny weather. I hope it's kind of doable in your apartment. And have a beautiful Sunday. And I hope to see you again soon. So take care and see you. Bye-bye.